Hello and welcome back to another episode of Catch That, where we dig into albums and eras and artists, just R&B. We just get nitty gritty with the R&B. I am Naturally Elise, and that's my bro,
JR.
and we are the R&B representatives. And today we are being joined by who I might as well call the honorary third R&B representative.
Really?
Absolutely.
One, definitely hands down one of our favorite guests, and
Absolutely.
we just always love kicking it with him, Mr. Brian Alexander Morgan.
What up, though?
We're so excited. Yeah. And just a little bit about Brian. If you don't know him, you should. However, super producer, singer, writer, musician,
Hey.
and about 1,000 other things.
Hey.
Just a dope brother with just a brilliant music mind, and also our friend, and we love him. So welcome.
Thank you, guys. Oh, thank you so much, guys. I'm happy to be here as always.
Yes.
Celebrating what we call, this our medicine, ain't it? This our church.
Church. Okay.
Hey.
Yes. So,
we here to bear witness.
J.R.,
Yes.
how about you tell the folks what we're talking about and why?
Okay, so today we are talking about Donny Hathaway's Extension of a Man. When we knew we wanted to get B back on the show, we just didn't know what album to talk about with him. We just didn't. We knew we could talk about him with anything. Yeah. But we realized that nobody has picked a Donny Hathaway album at all. And we know that for me, I love Donny, Elise loves Donny, and we know B loves Donny. Yes, so we knew what album can we talk about. So we was like, yo, we're gonna talk about Extension of a Man. We're gonna get all up and through this album because it's such a great body of work, man. It's just amazing. I'm just excited to talk about this with B, to be honest with you, because I'm telling you, when we talk about albums with him, we done talked about Stevie and the Songs of Key of Life. We done talked about Michael's Off the Wall, and it's been such a joy. And I know this album here is really very sentimental for me, Elise. So this is gonna be great to talk about. So B, let's go back a little. When you got into Donny Hathaway, what made you even get into him, period?
Wow, that's a great question. My first real impact with Donny, because when you're a little kid, you're not catching all the adult stuff like on radio necessarily. So like when Donny was maybe like in 1972, I think my first real something that caught me as a kid was him doing the theme of Maud. And there's Maud, and then there's Maud. I was like, man, what is going on? Around the time providing anything but drink right on, Maud. I was like, woo! Right? So that was my first impression of Donny. And then I remember my mom, because everybody's mom or somebody's auntie had a Donny Hathaway record. So you couldn't do nothing in the hood without hearing the ghetto. You hear me? The ghetto, come on. Woo, that intro, come on, man. Donny was touching my young heart so early, and I didn't know who he was, really. Just a voice touching me, right? But then, of course, Stevie, because of his star rising the way it did, kind of eclipsed Donny when it came to just in the hood on the scene, being the voice of us, really. But Donny was always right there, boy, because like just when you thought you maybe not have heard a lot of this Extension of a Man, but you damn sure heard Where Is the Love? Yeah. Yes. So that was the next big one in 72, where that voice again, him and Roberta, important voices in my young life. Roberta's voice and Donny's together on Where Is the Love was everything. Like, oh my God, like you play Where's the Love right now, and it just touches you in a certain kind of way. Yeah. So there he is being an impact without being a huge chart person. He was still a huge impact in our households, is what I want to say. Whether it was on television or whether it was with Roberta, but by the time Extensions comes, man, he was ready. And then that live album, what? So I don't want to get too far off track, but that live album is really what set it off.
I just got that on vinyl too.
Right? I mean, the live album is everything, because I don't think people got his full impact with Everything Is Everything, his first one. It wasn't enough radio hits on that joint for it to like impact. But come on, hold it up now. Look, Lise, with the visuals.
Oh damn it! Now you pulling out all the vinyls.
Now do me a favor, Lise. Name the titles on that.
All right, Voices Inside.
Yeah.
Je vous aime. You know that's my song.
Check you out.
Because for one part, especially, and then he's like, Je vous aime beaucoup.
Yeah. Okay.
And it's just so sweet. I Believe to My Soul. Misty. Sugar Lee. Trying Times. Thank You, Master, for My Soul. The Ghetto, which you just mentioned.
Right.
And To Be Young, Gifted, and Black.
So right off the top. So The Ghetto and Young, Gifted, and Black are the two records that impacted the culture on that album. And believe me, it was impactful. But The Ghetto itself was the one that lasted and just is forever, obviously. And Young, Gifted, and Black was so dope, but Aretha's version came and killed it that year, 72. Or maybe a couple years after. I think the album you holding is 70, right? Is it 1970, Lise?
What, Everything Is Everything? Yes.
70. Yes. So Aretha's was 72.
Yes.
But once Aretha's Young, Gifted, and Black came out, there was no other version. Even homegirl herself, our girl, I can't even think right now. Nina Simone, yes. Even her, like Aretha's version was the definitive of Young, Gifted, and Black.
I agree. Hers is definitive.
But
honestly,
thank God though that because Donny was so ubiquitous and so slick with it, between The Ghetto, Maud being impactful on TV every week, and what came next, Extensions, what we're about to talk about, and Where Is the Love, he seemed like he was everywhere.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. But you know what?
Well, don't forget this.
That's what I was about to say. That's my favorite Donny album.
Now, go ahead and name the titles on this one.
Number one is the first song, Giving Up.
Giving Up.
Crazy.
Song for You.
Woo!
Little Girl. Which I love that Layla made a song.
Right.
Little Girl in the Big World.
Yeah.
He Ain't Heavy. He's my brother.
My brother. Yeah.
Magnificent Sanctuary Band.
Love it. Which is the Magdalena of that album.
Yep. Yes.
She Is My Lady. I Believe in Music.
Love that joint.
I love that song.
Love that joint.
God.
Take a Love Song.
Wow.
And Put Your Hand
in the hand.
In the hand. Yep.
There's a theme through each one of these albums, though. He has a heavy gospel Baptist vibe throughout.
Yeah.
Like a thread. It's a thread through all the albums.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Yeah.
So
sure.
And so we go through all this, and then we come to Extension of a Man.
Yes, Lord. Let's go.
Which is not only is it my favorite Donny album, it is one of my favorite all-time albums. And we'll get into why, because it's a very, very deep connection and story. So.
Oh, wow. I'm ready.
Yes.
Oh, yes.
All right. Yes. So, JR.
So, for me, when I first heard Extension of a Man, I was like, Donny, what else can he do? Because like I said, my favorite was the Donny album to me. Because Giving Up is my favorite Donny song.
Oh, wow.
So I was like, yo, like, to me, I always call Donny the man of emotion, because even through his music and even through his lyrics, you felt him. Like you said in the beginning of Ghetto, when he do
that moan coming in, that moan.
Yeah, like you feel him. You know what I'm saying? So when I heard this whole album in full, I was just like, and mind you, I think I was like maybe 9 when I heard this. And I remember telling my mom, I want this. I want this on cassette for myself.
Wow.
And she was like, wow, like you really could, because she calls Donny dark. She said,
and he has a dark thread for sure.
He's very, she was like, he's very dark. And as a 9-year-old, you're connecting to this. She was like, okay, I'll get it for you. I have no problem. But you're connected to this. You know what I'm saying? So it's like now, anytime like Love, Love, Love plays, my mom be like, there go your boy. There go your boy.
You know what? But and I'm funny you named the one that's the least darkest, because Love, Love, Love is all light.
But guess what? But
go ahead, Elise.
But Love, 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 he pulled a Stevie. It is deceptively dark. You think it's light, it ain't.
You're talking about lyrically, right?
It's a very, because Stevie does it. I think of Stevie, for example, like the song For Once in My Life, it seems very happy, but it wasn't until I heard the Gladys cover of it, and I was like, this ain't the happy bouncy song. I mean, it's not sad song, but it's not that bouncy thing that I thought it was. Right. Because when she did it slow, and I started really listening to the lyrics. I was like, oh, okay, this is a little bit different. But yeah.
Right.
You know what? I love that Donny, not to interrupt you, Jack.
No, go ahead. No.
But I love well, we skip it. No, I'm not gonna do it because we're gonna get to Love, Love, Love.
Yeah. We're gonna get there. So, all right. So when the album first opens, I Love the Lord, He Heard My Cry. To me, this song really shows how Donny was a musician's musician to me, and how everybody in the industry loved him for his musicianship. And you know what I'm saying?
The arrangements,
yes, because then when, again, I'm the liner notes guy, that's how Brian became one of my favorites, yes. And
thank you for reading. Amen, somebody.
Yes, and I'm reading the liner notes, and I remember seeing that he arranged Choice of Colors by Curtis, by the Impressions.
One of my favorites.
Yes. So I'm like, Donny Hathaway can arrange the hell out of a song.
Yes, he can.
Seriously. And I was just like, this
between him and Charles Stepney.
Look.
In Chicago, they was holding it down.
Listen.
You better preach.
Yes. Woo.
Real
so
talk. Like if you don't know, Charles Stepney and Donny Hathaway probably were two of the dopest arrangers there ever was.
Yes.
Absolutely.
That's period.
Strings, woodwinds, they was killing it.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah. But you're right, JR. That's a good example of that, because that's really what that is. That song is a tour de force of arrangement.
Yeah, and there was no voice. Right. It was just the music.
Right.
That was it. It was
like a soundtrack.
Period. Because mind you, he's just coming off what is it? Come Back Charleston Blue, right?
The movie itself.
What is it? Yes, with him and Quincy Jones.
Right.
So he's being because Quincy Jones was like, I want him for this. So as a composer,
when you know. That's when you know.
When you know. And him being a composer, he's bringing that what he just came off of into this. And to open an album with this, I was like, wow.
Now that also is part of the reason why your moms and a lot of people was like, but it was a lot of it was too heavy for some.
Yes.
Over some people's heads, it was too much. Donny was coming with so much emotion that it was overwhelming to some people.
Mm-hmm.
They needed that sweet, give it to me in 2 minutes. Where's the love, Donny?
Yes. Because even like y'all said, with everything is everything. Like, you know what I'm saying? I hear voices. I see people. Like, that's a lot of people like, but wait a minute now. Where he going with this? Like, this is kind of, kind of too dark for us. You know what I'm saying? But that was Donny. You know what I mean? So for him to open that record with, I Love the Lord, You Heard My Cry, he was letting us know. Donny always, like you said, had that gospel thing. So he wanted to let you know.
He was channeling his thing.
Yes, that God is in me,
That's right.
Yeah. And what I'm going to touch on later, people are scared of vulnerability, not just their own vulnerability, but they're scared of other people's.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
now,
I agree.
I don't want to get off the thing, but that's why I did that joint on Instagram. You guys heard it called Speak to Me?
Yes.
My joint? Because I think it's exactly dealing with that. Like I'm keeping 100. I was really running from writing that song for a long time because I knew that it touched a certain spot in my soul, right?
Yeah.
And every time I would try to sing it or write it, I would get emotional. And I was like, man, why am I getting so emotional when I keep trying to say these particular phrases and thoughts, because really what I was saying was when I'm saying in that song is, I need you to come back to me and speak to me. Talking about the melody itself, whatever it is, a muse, people call it a muse, whatever the creative spirit that we have is as writers, I wanted to write a song that was giving and showing honor to it.
Right.
Like literally honoring the creative spirit.
Yes.
Right.
And that's what that song is. And I think that I can't say that Donny didn't come across my heart when I was doing it, because he did. When I was singing and writing that joint. That's why, if you notice, if y'all listen to it, I did a Donny move on that bad boy, because it starts out one way, you know what I'm saying? Speak, Miss Melody, you to me. But then I just stop and say, you gave me everything that
I wanted to ask you about that.
How Donny is that? Speak,
yes.
my truth, oh my. I just wanted to do one of them Donny. That's what it is.
I wanted to ask you that, because I was like, why did he stop? Like,
it came to me that way. It came to me that way. That's the way it came to me. And she said the word vulnerability. Sometimes I musically, physically stopped, because sometimes in life you need to stop and allow yourself to feel. Woo! See? I'll start
why are we going?
There's a lot of layers to that whole metaphor.
Yeah.
Of allowing something to come in and lead you and guide you.
Yes.
But you don't have to name it or try to tell somebody what to do with theirs. It's just listen to your own heart and your own spirit and follow that. And you might get into some truths about yourself.
And that's the thing people are scared of. Because if this dude over here is being vulnerable and I'm singing along to it and I'm feeling it, that's gonna open me up for that. And I ain't ready. But people's like, you ain't ready for that conversation. People aren't ready for that conversation with themselves.
Did you notice? I tried to set it up as a challenge, but only one person stepped up. And then he did his thing on there, my man. Y'all, SR Soul, what's his name? SR Soul, my man? Saeed.
Yeah.
My God. Did you hear that, at least his version of it?
I didn't. Oh, you did, sis? You did hear it. Oh, okay. Okay.
So I'm just saying, but not everybody wants to step up to that.
No. But they be ready for their Can We Talk challenge.
To do something that is,
right.
Come on.
But we don't want to get vulnerable. Oh, God. You see what I'm saying?
Right. But I'm glad he did. And the way he did it, I don't know if I need to hear anybody else do it.
Be like that. Some things are just one of one.
Or one of two, because it's mine and his, and ain't nobody really stepped up to it.
Come on, B, you better.
I sent it to a lot of folks y'all know. Let me just say that.
I bet you did. I'm digging.
Word, lyric video, it's ready to roll. Just get on there, but it's been quiet. It's been crickets.
Catch that.
All of it.
Well, but anyway, Lisa, I'm glad you went there, because that is a very beautiful sentiment that connects us to our man.
Yeah.
Let's get into some of these songs.
Yes, Lord.
Yes.
So,
because the next one
is Donny. So this is gonna be one we're just gonna go track for track, because that's only right.
All right. Okay. Over. So the next one.
So
we started off with "I Love the Lord, He Heard My Cry." That's first track.
Yeah.
Yes.
Parts 1 and 2.
I call it devotion. That's like a devotion, like an opening up, a devotion.
Welcome.
What you have in church is the devotion. You open it up.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So JR, how does that song make you feel?
What? I love the Lord, heard my cry.
Yeah.
Yes. God damn it! I want to get emotional already.
Come on, Jay.
Okay. It just, my relationship with God has never. It's like He is real in my life. Like He's so real. And when I think about the times that me and my mom in South Carolina have been through a lot, and I remember when I heard this record, Lost Without You by BB and CC, and these two songs here, and this song just literally touched my soul and let me know the relationship that I got with Him, that He turned no's into yes, He made things happen for me and my mom that nobody in the world can. And for him not to even be singing on this and those keys really hits my heart like that. Wow. That's why sometimes when I'm listening, like today, I was wanting to get ready for this. And I said, I don't even want to listen to I Love the Lord, I Heard My Cry. And then I called my mom on the phone before and I said, yeah, Mom, we about to get with Brian. She said, well, he's a third member of y'all thing anyway. So it's cool. I was like, right. And I was like, Mom, I'm about to listen to the album, but I don't think I can listen to I Love the Lord, I Heard My Cry because I don't want to be vulnerable right now. She said, why? Why? Go ahead. She said, have that moment, have that connection with him. And I played it. Wow. And I ended up playing it and I just got vulnerable. It was just like, God, thank you for everything that you did. Thank you. And I started thinking about the things that's happening with R&B reps. And sis, you text me and said, hey, bro. I said, that wasn't nothing but God. That wasn't nothing but God. So anytime I think about this record, it tells my relationship with him. And I just start tearing. So I was like, no, I don't want to get emotional, but we having that vulnerable moment, I don't care. So that's my love for God, and it ain't gonna change nothing for me.
And there you go. And I think that's the best way you can open up an album that's brilliant and and really challenges you to do just that. Open up.
Yeah.
That's what Donny is. He's a portal, a human portal of soul.
Yes.
I like that. I like that.
Dares you to step in there.
That's a caption. Human portal of soul.
That's what he was.
Soul.
Truly. I like that a lot.
Yes.
Oh, yes. Oh, yeah. And then, you know what? Guess what? There is some darkness in there. And there's some light and there's some everything in between.
Yeah.
And I think that's what this album is.
Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Oh, yes.
It is.
Does that bring us to the next song?
Oh, boy.
Whew. Yes.
Oh, boy. Yeah.
So the next song just so happens to be my favorite song of all time by anyone.
Holy wow.
Yes. Ooh.
Okay.
This song is tattooed on my whole forearm.
Wow.
With the sheet music.
Holy shit.
Take it from me.
Someday
we'll all be free.
Woo! This is the perfect time for me to pick up the convo because let me tell you something about that record. When you're too young to get it, like when that record actually came out and I was a kid and it was out, of course it went over my head. But later on, when we lost Donny, the year that we lost Donny, and my young writing self and creative self, because I was like probably 13 when that happened. My God, you listen to that joint and now that he's gone, and it just sounds so prophetic. Everything about it, between that and A Song for You, it sounds like it was written as if he knew he wasn't gonna be here, which is crazy. But hang on while this crazy world spins. We all trying to go through it. We're going through it right now.
Yeah.
But he's like, things are moving fast, but hold on tight. You will last. My God. And he didn't even write these lyrics, but it just fits so amazingly to where we are right now.
Yeah.
Keep on walking tall. Hold your head up.
Head up high.
Woo!
And
lay your dreams right up to the sky. Sing your. Keep going. See, it's a lot. Every single line is a word, ain't it? It's a word, every line. And the part that gets me though is when he just says, but it's almost like he's saying, but in order to be free, we have to leave here. It's the subtext. And it's like, wow, man, wow.
Yeah.
So when he was gone, to hear his voice sing it again, now that he wasn't on the earth no more, it's just overwhelming, man. It's powerful, powerful, powerful.
Yeah.
So
I will share something with you, Brian, and with the listeners. So one thing I've always been very vocal about is about mental health, mental illness, and not because somebody I know has it, because you know. And so the reason I connect so much to Donny, to this album, and specifically to the song is about 8 years ago, I attempted suicide.
Oh, wow.
And I was in psych hospital. And one of the like counselors there was this old Black man.
Huh.
His name was Mr. Champion. That was his actual name.
Wow.
Champion, right? And I would just sit and talk to him off on the side, and he found out that I'm a big music lover, and in true old Black man fashion, he's like, "What you know about some Donny Hathaway?"
Oh my
And Brian,
goodness.
you know how I get when somebody try to give me what you know about.
Yeah.
That mean my ass about to go off.
Oh,
like,
yeah. Oh, yeah.
You know, and so my original, I was like, yeah, I know that Hathway, you know. And he was like, when you get out of here, I want you to go listen to Someday We'll All Be Free.
Woo.
He was like, don't worry about now while I'm talking about it. Just please go listen to that. He's like, because I just want you to know it's something on the other side for you. And that, like,
wow,
it stuck to me. And when I got out, I probably played that song over and over and over for weeks and months, and to where I even got it tattooed on me. And it was like I needed a reminder, a tangible reminder where I could look.
Yeah.
Like, you know.
Wow, Lise, I love that story. That's amazing. I love it.
You know, take it from me. Because he's saying I'm in this space. I'm not free. I am not free. But take it from me. Someday. Yeah. It'll happen for you. No matter how it happens, whether it's on the other side or whether and it doesn't be the other side in the sense of death.
No, it could mean
literally
your breakthrough.
Death,
your breakthrough.
Yeah. But death in the sense of death of how you're living, or death of like, you know,
of all those things that are holding you back, all of it.
You. It's death of an old you. And in some cases it might mean literal death. But but at some point in your situation in your life, you will be free. Shit, take it from me. And now being on the other side of it, it's like, yo, I did not believe it then. And then I also say in that song, I kind of a little bit like reading, you know, behind the lines. I don't really think Donny believed what he was singing at the moment he was singing. The way he was singing it, I don't think he believed it in that moment. And that's how I was. In the moment, I didn't see a other side. I didn't see me being successful. I didn't see me being someone that people look to for happiness. Because I was so sad. And like, I didn't believe that. But now it's like, nah, bitch.
Oh yeah.
You're free.
Yeah.
You got through it. You did it.
Yeah.
You did it.
And thank God his voice is still here to remind us.
And so
and that's why when he heard the final mix of the record, that's why I agree with you, Elise. I think in it, did he really believe it? Because you're in it, you know what I mean? But I think when they said when he sat there and the producer looked at him, what's his name? What's his name?
Martin.
Yes. And he looked at him, and Donny was crying because he heard, you know what I'm saying? He felt that. Now it's like, oh my God, like this is therapy for myself. I might have didn't feel it while I was singing it, but now I feel that emotion, like this is real, like, yo, we gonna be free. It, like you said, Lisa, it may not be death, but then we gonna get to the other side, because he believed in God, and his first song was, I love the Lord, he heard my cry. Then it's Someday We'll All Be Free, and then he heard it was like, yo, if I got God with me, everything gonna work out. We gonna be all right.
It's a hopeful spirit.
Yeah. And Jared, you know how it'd be a little small thing of a song that like really get me?
Yeah.
And the fact he said, and it won't be long.
It won't be long.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Super dope.
Yeah.
Mostly for me with that one, man, just everything you guys just said, of course, but literally the delivery of it. He just delivered that thing like, I mean, I don't know if anybody could have ever done it the way that Donny did it. Like, I don't care who you are, Stevie, Marvin, they can do their thing, but that was Donny's joint to deliver.
Yep, I agree.
Seriously, like we're supposed to hear that message through that man's voice.
The man of emotion, I tell you.
Yeah.
Next joint, we gotta ease back up off that.
Yeah. It's like, all right, y'all.
Okay, whoo.
It's Donny, you know it's gonna be heavy, but we gonna
Yeah.
He ain't heavy, he's my brother.
Come on, B.
All right, Lise.
And then the next song is Flying Easy.
Woo!
I love that song.
Listen.
And you needed that song after
those two.
Oh yeah, absolutely. It was like a complete like lift you up and fly you. You know what? Speaking of flying easy, don't that joint make you feel like you are flying?
Yes.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Don't you feel it?
Yes.
We're flying high on a velvet sky with the wind on our wings, climbing easily on a reef. I mean, come on. We're flying easy and we do just what we drink the breezes as we drink wine. I love all that. Woo! It just seems like, yeah, like he literally lifts you. And then the turnaround. We smooth in there, it's smooth all the time.
That's part to me, y'all.
Crazy. It seems, I don't know. His jazz background served him well when it was time to.
Yes, because do you know? Because I know you probably know. This song, him and Herb Albert did back in 1969.
Yes.
And they did it, and they thought that it was going to be part of like an airline thing. They was going to give.
I didn't know that. Wow.
Yeah, they were going to give this to, but obviously it didn't go there. It was United Airlines. They thought was going to get it for a national campaign. But
that's why he was saying, the trip is smooth and we gently glide.
Yes.
That's like a commercial. We ride the rainbow. Hey! That thing is a commercial, huh?
Yes, it is.
Connect them dots.
Yeah, man. That's cool. I love it.
So when they realized that they didn't get it, you know, he was like, I'm gonna use it on this album.
And it works.
And it works. And he said, you know what? I'm gonna flip it. I'm gonna put some more jazz and vibe to it, and I'm gonna put it on my album.
And once you get there, then the kick it part is Valdez in the Country.
Oh my God.
Yep. Oh yeah, that's next. Yeah.
Now you're there. You're just kicking it. Right? Just the vibe. That's just a jazzy, funky, good time. Hey, that thing is crazy.
What's going on?
And he didn't need no words on that.
None. Again, him showing his musicality again.
And it's funky, and it's sexy, and it's soulful.
Yes.
That's like George Benson before George Benson vibes.
Yep.
At least for the contemporary, because George is always doing hardcore jazz. But I'm talking about that funky George that we know.
Can't
you hear George on that? He can sing all that in that George Benson way, right?
That's why songs like "Love to Love" and "Give Me the Night" works.
Listen.
Yes.
That's why it works.
And his big one, the instrumental, of course, the breezing.
Oh yeah, breathing.
Are you kidding me? I feel like Valdez and Breezing and Flying Easy all are from the same cloth.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
Where music can transport you, physically lifts you somewhere, takes you somewhere.
Like you said, you feel like you flying, y'all.
Flying Easy, Valdez, and Breezing. Come on.
What?
I think we just spoke a thing right there. We just spoke a thing right there.
I think we just cracked the code or something like that.
Real talk though.
Yes.
Oh my God.
And he's like, all right, I took y'all up, flying easy.
Oh God.
I'm gonna give you a love song that sounds like the most depressing shit I ever heard. With
Okay, because you come crashing back down to right.
I love you more than you ever know.
Yeah. And
that
that
song
one,
right there.
Yeah.
I have a love-hate relationship with that song. Because
it's bad, but it's still dope.
Yeah. And not literally hate, but like it's like it's a love song, but it's a type of love that's a desperation love to me.
Right. It's coming from a place of sadness and a desperation. There's a melancholy thing in it.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And maybe insecurity.
Because if you come on, if the first line of your song, if I ever leave you, baby, you can say I told you so.
Right. It's like he's already starting out not very happy.
Yes. Yes.
And if I ever hurt you,
I want my love and gone.
You know I hurt myself as well.
Woo. But it's still he's still saying, but here's my heart though. I love you more than you'll ever know. Oh my God.
But he's acknowledging that it's a fucked up approach because he said, is that any way for a man to carry on? He's very self-aware.
Yes. Yes.
He's like, ooh.
You think I like how he's speaking. He's like, it's like a conversation, ain't it?
Yes. That's what I was gonna say.
So essentially he's saying, I know this sound fucked up, baby, but I let you go. I let you.
And then he's preaching too. Now listen to this. I'm not trying to be.
It's like he's talking, singing too.
Yeah, he's preaching it.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
that thing it's a cold record. It's a cold piece.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
Cold piece. Mm-hmm. You just gotta be prepared for it.
Right. And that's why my mom was like, as far as Donny and songs like this, it's love there, but it's such a sadness under there. It's
underneath, right. It's a melancholy thing underneath. You're right.
And them keys, it's like, dun, dun, dun.
All right, Lise, what you got?
And one, you can always see it in my face, but like, she ready.
When that hand go up, I'll be like, okay, and what you got?
I think you might know me or something.
I like that.
A particular stanza of it that is particularly poetic to me, I'm a poet, is I'm only flesh and blood, but I can be anything that you demand. I can be king of everything.
Or a tiny grain of sand.
Tiny grain of sand. Now tell me, is that any kind of way for a man to carry on?
That's amazing.
I love it. He didn't even write this.
You know what's crazy? The way he delivers them, man, it's like he might as well had.
The songs were for him.
They were.
Really.
And he didn't pick no
He's a vessel.
Yeah, he's a vessel.
Those songs.
Yes. So, I agree with that.
Yeah.
I love it because it sounds like a direct conversation that you just happen to be in the middle of with him and his woman.
Yeah.
Yep.
Especially it's like, I gave you all my money. I never spent a red cent.
It's not one red cent. It's a conversation. Wow.
That feels like a conversation I've overheard. Some people like, I brought you all I worked hard. I made all this money. I ain't spent nothing. Like,
yeah. You don't get that kind of thing in a record these days. Like, not that kind of a deep conversation. No way.
No.
We had that in
like that.
A decade. Anything like that.
Yeah. You ain't writing like that. People ain't writing like you be.
Oh, thank you.
No.
Hey, I'm trying to at least remind motherfuckers every once in a while.
Right.
Like, did you forget who I was?
Listen, or who you are. Even more importantly, right?
Y'all going off.
You know how me and B do. But
yeah.
Because when you feel it, man, it's like, it's really, I feel like all three of us get it in so many ways. Like, you know what I mean? Yeah. And I love it. We get it without saying a goddamn word. Like, we get it.
Yes.
So that's why these words are so profound when we can talk about somebody's words, even when he didn't even write the words, how they affect you though. It's very important.
Yeah. Because listen, you can be an artist and have the best songwriters on the planet. But if you don't know how to convey that emotion that song requires,
man,
all of that is for naught.
For naught.
You might as well be singing some bullshit. If you're gonna come bullshit with it, at least be consistent.
That part.
Right.
But
not too many vessels out here these days. Not too many vessels.
Yeah.
Not a lot of vehicles, but not a lot of vessels.
That part.
You got to be careful who you get in the vehicle with. Can I tell y'all, let me share this real quick with y'all, because this vehicle metaphor. I'm gonna share this with y'all because somebody got on the comments the other day when it's talking about rain, and the person had said, I think they were trying to do a lightweight diss a little bit. So he was like, because he had said, like most people do, oh, I didn't know that Jocko was the source for Rain, and I had to correct him and say it's not the source. I had written Rain the hook before I ever heard of Jocko, and when I was introduced to Jocko is when I realized, oh shit, that Jocko joint could go with my hook with what I got already. So that's kind of an after the fact thing. So I was letting them know that. So he said this. Oh, so I get it. So Rain, you kind of pulled up to Jocko. And if it was a chick, it would have been like, take that crown, that necklace or whatever, and put it on your joint. And now they rocking together. I said, because he tried to use the word finesse. So you finesse that crown off of Jocko. So when he said the word finesse, now you know that's some trickery, that's some fuckery.
That's some fuckery.
I'm not finessing nothing from nobody. But so here's how I just reframed it. I kept it real clean. I reframed it like this, Lisa. I said, I would say it like this. Rain was his own vehicle. You might say might even be an RV, a big ass RV. When I pulled up and saw Portrait of Tracy, it was a dope car. I said to Portrait of Tracy, hey, I can hook that up from back of my RV and pull that with me. I can roll with me. And she said yes. And it was an incredible ride that we on. And guess what? A whole lot of other people can get in the RV and make their own versions, pulling me back, and all these other, they riding too. But I said, but one thing for sure is we're riding together, and there was no finessing. There was just a coming together of two vehicles and now we on that ride, and we've been riding ever since. And we're gonna ride right into eternity on that same vehicle.
People be so weird. My friend Alex, he was like, French fries don't influence potatoes.
Come on. Is that a good analogy what I did though?
Yes.
Absolutely.
He tried it with the finesse
or jewel from anybody.
Yeah.
We're connected.
People use little fuck shit phrases like that
because when they don't really know
coded language.
Right, and they don't even know the history of how the thing, but I mean I forgave them because they don't know how it was put together. So like when he understood that Rain already existed and then I added that to it, then he understood it. Well, then that can't be the source. No, what it was an addition to.
Addition to, period.
And what it did was work like magic. And then now we're all riding.
Right.
On that same vehicle this many years later.
Yeah. That's like somebody praising the bottled water and you are the spring. You know what I'm saying?
My thing is why can't you just enjoy the ride?
Period.
You one of the ones that somebody got to tell you to shut up and just ride.
Just ride and be hydrated.
Because it's a nice
money
vehicle.
Business.
Yeah, we're in a nice vehicle. Can't you just ride? You got to talk about who made the vehicle. Just ride, motherfucker.
Exactly. Yeah. And then you got Brian responding to you. Then you want to respond afterwards. You know what?
But it's really there, y'all. Y'all can see it. It's on there. It's in there. It's on one of the ones where the DJ is playing all the versions. It's the one with the years. He went down and named all the years.
Oh, okay, yeah.
So it's in those comments. He named all the years and all the ones.
You're gonna have me respond.
No, it's pretty good.
Like, don't be coming for that finesse bullshit.
He got it though. He came back clean. He's like, no, you know what, B? He said basically touche because he understood.
Got it. Oh, yeah. Okay.
Yeah. People be thinking they doing something. They ain't doing a damn thing.
You can't talk to not when the words is my shit, motherfucker.
Right. They gonna start coming for my bro anyway.
Right. I was ready. I'll be ready.
I want y'all to see that page. It's not far down in there, at least. I want you to check it. It's the one where the DJ, he has all the years lined up, every song that ever used Rain.
Mm-hmm.
And he just lines them all up. He starts with Portrait. and then he goes all the way down the line, and it's really dope. It's actually a dope post.
Okay, got it.
So anyway, back to this joint.
I'm still gonna talk my shit, but cool.
I love I want you to in the comments. That's why I want you to get in there and check it.
I don't like people coming for my. You come for my folk, but don't come for my folk that know what they're talking about.
Come on,
my folk that are geniuses. Don't do that. Don't do that.
Yes, talk about it. Talk about it, sis.
Listen,
I'm very protective of my people.
Yes,
I really am.
Yes,
I don't.
Yeah,
don't play that, huh?
I'm sunshine and rainbows, but come for that one, whatever way.
See, look,
come for that one. You will see a paradigm shift.
Yeah.
So, Lise, I definitely want you to get on that page and say, give them a word or two.
Yeah, I don't play by my people, not my boys. But yeah,
I think when y'all both read it in context of how he said it and how I said what I said, it was actually pretty. It was a decent exchange. It didn't go left.
Okay.
Good.
You appreciate that I kept it classy and not ashy.
Good.
Yes. All right, where we at?
Classy. Okay. Come, little children. So now we're on side 2 of the record.
Okay.
So side A ended with "I love you more than I ever know." Come, little children starts.
I'm gonna be honest. I always skip "Come, little children."
That's not my cut.
Here we go again. Y'all did this off the wall.
I think for me, it's that little rhythm in it. I wasn't feeling that beat. Like if you'd have did a different beat, I'd have been into it. Maybe. Because I know he's gonna do this gospel thing every single time. So that's his gospel piece on that one. But I'm like, ooh, give me a funkier beat than that. Because he gave you the march thing. That's my only complaint. Other than that, that's it.
Because hear me out. So everything Donny does is thick, layered, lush.
Yeah.
Of this whole album, I feel like that's kind of the thinness. His thin is still thick. Don't get twisted. But for him, it didn't.
That's fair. I think that's fair.
It didn't punch me. It just kind of.
Right.
It ain't bad. Ain't nothing bad on this record.
No.
Not one thing.
It's just, but the other stuff is so high level.
Yeah. So this ain't, like I always tell JR, this ain't a dig.
No.
Oh yeah,
not a diss. Yeah.
I know.
But how about you talk about it and what the song
is? The reason why, and I agree with y'all about it being thin. And the reason why I say that is because when the beginning start, it gives me nowhere to run. Holla Doja Hollin. That Motown 60s thinness, kind of like, because we all know Barry wanted to kind of take the soul out of it so it can be mainstream.
Right.
And that, when I hear it and I hear that, it gives me like hand clap type of vibe. Right. And I'm like,
and that might be another reason too. It sounds dated compared to what Donny, because Donny was so progressive.
Right.
That it makes that sound like it didn't fit to me.
It sounded dated. It was very dated. Like now when I hear the beginning, when it first started, I'll be like, nowhere to run.
Right.
Like,
which I love, and I love Nowhere to Run.
Yes. Right. So it makes me think about that. But out of all of these songs, that is the thinnest record on there. But I mean, when Donny said, when he called the album Extensions of a Man, he said, I'm developing different styles. I'm expanding you different styles. So I'm giving you what I normally give you, but I want to give you something maybe a little different from what I did. So maybe that was his Come Little Children was that. You know what I mean? Like, let me try something with this. Do I think Donny would ever went back there? No. But I think he was like, let me try it and see it. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to give
me, because like we were saying, the other stuff is so, the level of craftsmanship and production on the other ones is so high. To me, Come Little Children almost sounds like a Sesame Street outtake type thing, like you would do for the kids.
I agree. I got you.
Just do the little piece for the kids. That's just for the kids. It's very not where everything else is.
He did say that though. He said he was very inspired by the kid.
Yeah. That's kind of what it gives me. It's giving me a little Sesame Street. but see, even Sesame Street though, Stevie came on there and was funky as hell when he did it.
Right.
1, 2, 3, Sesame Street with that little vocoder. Come on, man.
And look, speaking of Sesame Street moments, when Miss Patty When she
oh yeah.
the ABCs have never been the same.
They ain't never been the same.
I don't even sing the original cadence no more.
No.
I'm like, hey.
Yeah, look, she sung the hell, okay? The hell out of that. Oh, by the way, you guys must peep the Sesame Street documentary that's out right now. It's so dope. It's called How We Get to Sesame Street.
Okay.
It's dope. You haven't seen it?
No.
I don't think so. No, I haven't.
No, I haven't.
I believe it's on HBO.
Okay.
I got that.
So dope. On it. Because you're gonna learn about who wrote all the songs from Sesame Street, like all the songs, like all this stuff that we know, even the counting down, all the stuff. This Mexican American dude, super dope dude.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
Now I got something to watch tonight.
yeah. Please, you're gonna want to watch it, and so we can talk about it another time. It's that dope.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm on it.
All right. And then next we have love, love, love. Why'd you take so long to come to me?
Man, come on, man. That's just pure Donny like syrup. You might as well just open up a thing of syrup and just let it just pour it all over something. Just pure soul, buttery soul. All the time. I love these days. I love it.
Take it.
Oh, take it.
It was all in
I love all of it. All of it.
No lips were never quite the same.
Woo! It's what's going on for Donny. It's the what's going on production. Boom, boom. That's what it is. That's Donny's what's going on. JR got something to say. Come on.
Oh nah, this song to me is literally number 2 of one of my favorite Donny songs ever.
Me too.
After Giving Up, it's because that love that Donny is professing in this joint is the love in a relationship that I would want.
Right.
And so that song, that's why anytime it plays, my mom just look at me like, there's your boy. I'm like, I know. Are
y'all getting the Donny, what's going on production part of it?
Absolutely.
Absolutely. I think it's because he did such a great job on the What's Going On remake on his live one.
Yeah, listen, I like his.
And the label probably said, bro, you need to go ahead and do your own What's Going On. And that's kind of like the vibes right there on Love, Love, Love.
I mean, I technically like his better than
Marvin's.
Yes.
Oh, me too. The live What's Going On for sure.
Yes.
Donny made What's Going On his own absolute brilliant masterpiece.
Yes, he did.
He really did.
I don't agree.
You like Marvin's better?
I like Marvin's better. I love Donny's, but
Marvin's is the definitive.
Yeah.
Right.
But I do I see what y'all saying. No, it's great.
Yeah.
But I prefer Marvin's. Yeah.
But I prefer Marvin's when it comes to, because he's the creator of that. You got to give it up to the creator. That's like me saying the same thing about Saeed doing my Speak to Me joint.
Yeah.
He did it, but it's still nothing like the creator though.
But however, I do and this is fun. This is funny because my favorite Stevie song is Superwoman, but I still prefer Donny's.
Now that's interesting. Now I cannot.
But that's my favorite. But that's my favorite Stevie song.
Interesting.
I mean, it's close. Now it's not like I think Donny like blew him out of the water, but I just prefer the texture of it. It's the texture of it.
Yeah, I like Donny's Love, Love, Love as much as I like What's Going On. That's for sure. Like I like them equally.
Yeah,
I'm not comparing. What I won't do is compare Donny's What's Going On to Marvin's, because they're both two different things to me completely.
Absolutely, it is.
And I love Marvin so much. The fact that he created it, the whole vibe, the whole style. So, and Donny wouldn't even be doing it if Marvin hadn't done it.
No.
So I give it up to Marvin for the creating of it. You feel me? But once Donny heard it, did he internalize it and kill it? Yes, Lord. Yes, he did.
And then to be doing that live like that with an audience and all that. Oh my God. That was one live album that I wish I was born for and there.
Exactly. I say that all the time too. I wish I was there. But thank God through the magic of technology, we are there. Every time we put the needle down on it.
Absolutely.
We are right in the room. Yeah. And we don't have to be 70 years old to have that happen.
That part.
And my I always got to pull out a line. I'm a writer. My line in this song is, I looked out into empty space and all I saw was your sweet face.
Yeah. I love it.
I wish I could sing, but woo, Lord, yeah.
Yeah. That song is cold. And
but you know what, B? He also said this too, though, which bugged me out. He said this was his his Motown vibe and his nod to Stevie and Marvin.
I agree, because Love is him saying, I can do one of those records.
Right.
And he did it.
Right.
And then he did, even on the intro, it's a little nod to Marvin with the falsetto. He starts out, that's giving you that Marvin falsetto thing.
Yeah.
And that song also gives you the same vibe as any of the up tempos he did with Roberta. They have that vibe.
Yeah, it's a light, radio friendly, dope ass.
It's very.
It's soulful. It's an early 70s black cosmopolitan badass. If you black and know you got soul, that's one of them joints.
There it is.
If you black, if you young, gifted, and black.
Yeah.
and we need it.
Catch that.
Love should have been a way bigger record for him too. I wish they'd have put it out and worked it as a single.
I do too. I wish they did.
Because it's so rated. It would have been so radio.
Radio down. I don't think it ever came out as a single.
No. Did it?
I don't think so. That'd be one for us to check out.
Yeah, because I know Someday We'll All Be Free was it.
Right.
But I didn't know if that was, oh God. Because they play that always on XM radio. On Soul Town. They always playing Love. Like,
yeah. And when they come on, I'll be happy.
You ain't lying.
Speaking of happy on Soul Town, they be playing Happy by Eddie Kendricks. Love that one.
Don't you do it, Brian. Don't you do it.
Hey, Lise, what you know about it?
Actually,
Happy.
Actually, there were only 2 singles. Love was the lead single.
Oh, so it didn't get the love it deserved.
And
what?
Guess what the other single? Think of what you said about this song and how it sounds.
About what's going on?
Come Little Children was the other single.
Stop! Are you serious?
Oh no, they screwed up.
This album rolled out wrong.
But I Love You More Than You'll Ever Know. The radio made that a single because that's before I was older and revisited the album. Yeah. That's the song off of this album that I knew.
Yeah.
That I heard on the radio, on adult contemporary radio. Yeah. They played that.
And for me, which is ironic, I heard mostly the Valdez in the Country and the Flying Easy where I was in Wichita in the Midwest. Like they like the jazz part of the album. Because you got to remember, there was really a jazz explosion when it came to the early 70s stuff, like Herbie Hancock and all that early. So Marvin got put in that pantheon of dopeness when you was playing Valdez in the Country, he's playing that Flying Easy. And I would hear Love on the radio every once in a while. But it never got, I never felt like it was in rotation.
Because the only thing I would hear from on the radios, even in the late 80s, early 90s, it was Someday We'll All Be Free and I Love You More Than You Ever Know. Those, and this is in New York. That was it. That's crazy.
That is crazy. I just would have thought, Come Ye Children, that should have never nobody's desk as a single.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a weird decision.
Yeah, that was like sabotage going on. I don't know what the hell.
No. Love was the lead single.
Oh, Love was the lead.
But to come with follow up with come.
And then that was the only singles off the album.
I would have even tried to, after Love, try to even come with the Slums just to get that ghetto part 1, maybe ghetto. You know what I mean? Maybe get that.
I would have thought since Love Love's the up tempo. I would have maybe that they would have tried to put a ballad with I Know It's You, maybe.
Yeah.
Or
could have been.
That would have made sense. Lead single, the up tempo, and then
and then I Know It's You. Right, that'd have made
the ballad. Sense. But you know what? I Know It's You is another one that I heard on adult contemporary radio.
I did too. I have to agree. I heard that on the radio as well.
Yeah.
Wow. I've never heard that on the radio. Never. That's crazy. He want to be the star.
It's my baby. Hey, baby. Hey, y'all, that's my dog. I'm so corny. But
That
yeah.
was Jazz.
Like,
He looked amazing, huh?
Yes.
So speaking of the slums, that's our next cut. Is the slums.
I was kind of mad at the slums. I was like, that because it felt like he was doing a kind of a cheap rip off of Ghetto, and I didn't appreciate it.
Yep.
That part right there. That part right
You know what?
there.
It felt gratuitous. It was
Yeah.
like, nah, bro.
I think B, you know how the labels is. I might be wrong, but with you, I know they probably wanted you to give week after week after week. They probably
there's no way in hell I was ever gonna do it.
And
you know what it made me think of? It made me think of our interview that we did with Vern about Sons of Soul, and how we felt like If I Had No Loot was trying to do a repeat of Feels Good, but it was just kind of, it wasn't a bad song, but it was just another iteration of trying to do that one of one amazing feel good song.
You're gonna lose whenever you do that.
So it's that kind of same thing. The Slums is the great value version of the Ghetto.
Yep.
Yeah, I totally agree.
Yeah.
And which sucks because he didn't even need to do that. Like
he didn't.
Because the Ghetto was such a statement. Like I don't even ever think you should even go back and try to restate that.
That would be like Marvin trying to do What's Going On again.
Right.
Like,
or what the hell is still going on?
Right. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, like it would have made no sense. Like, why are we doing this?
Don't do it.
Yeah. That's my least song off the album is The Slums, because I thought it was just too, it was the Ghetto Part 3.
It's too on the nose. It's too on the nose.
Yeah, 2 on the nose. Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
It's like, look, it's 2 songs that exist, and they just need to be one, of course, is Donny, the Ghetto, and then War, the world is a ghetto, and then that's the definitive of the Ghetto.
That's it.
Right there. That's all you need, them 2.
Right. Because what you gonna do next? The condo? What the fuck? When you making some money, what the fuck are you doing? You know,
the world is a villa. I mean,
the world is a condo.
I can't.
Stop it.
I've missed you, Brian Alexander Morgan.
Thank you.
Yes.
Dude.
Oh, man.
I love it, y'all. No, this has been a good one though. Like these we've touched on some joints on this one. I didn't expect it. Like I really didn't know it was this much.
Oh no, B. That's why I was like, we need time with this.
Right, yeah.
Because I kept on thinking, and I was like, tell him we doing this Fish and the Man, and that's what we doing.
Yeah, because
B was like,
he was right.
I ain't getting no credit. I'm like, that's what we're doing.
My arm on that.
End of story.
End of story. So after the Slums is what? The Slums should even be on this album. God.
Yeah.
No.
It should not be on there.
After that is me and yours, is me and B's song.
Magdalena, cool. Now, see, this is why though, I think he lost a lot of the radio push that he could have got, like otherwise that Stevie and them were getting.
Yeah. Because
he would put joints on there like the Slums and Magdalena. Magdalena's a novelty record to other people's ears, right? They're like, why is he doing that? But I just felt like he was being a creative. He's just being a creative.
Pushing the envelope.
Doing what he wanted to do.
And on that song, in my opinion, is some of the best singing that he does. I mean, he always sings down.
Yeah.
Right.
He's Donny's motherfucking Hathway.
Yes.
However, on that album,
but I know what you're talking about.
When he does the chorus, oh, Magdalena.
It's the way he holds it.
Yeah.
And he holds it.
It's just he's them notes. Magdalena.
That part right there.
Like, nothing like a saint you are.
You know, you listen to something and all of a sudden it just kind of like it's just like your stomach just kind of drops like you're on a roller coaster.
Right. It makes me think about technique.
Yeah.
Like opera, like, oh, you know what I mean? He's singing Magdalena, you know? That thing is.
I love how he hold that
breath. His breath. His
Oh,
tone, his pitch. Magdalena sits in a chair thinking of romance. You know what I mean? It's like
he enunciates of romance.
Yes, it's enunciation. Says that she will have me. It's kind of Sesame Street 2 in a way. It sounds
It is.
sing-songy.
It is.
You know.
It says,
Right. Hey. Yeah. So it makes us happy. Straight up.
But yeah. He flipped it with that.
I love the song. I love it. His voice and just exactly what you're talking about, Lise. The holding of the tones and the way he delivers it. It touches you in a certain way.
Like that ending, how you say how he do that magdalena.
Yeah, the vibrato, the whole thing.
Yeah, he holds everything out here. And JR know how I'm about people enunciating. That's why I love Jill Scott so much.
Oh, yes.
Because she pronounces her words.
Yeah. Totally. For real. And is singing on key.
That part too, B.
All fucking times. And that's Donny all day.
Yes. Yeah.
It's his perfect pitch that we love, and the vibrato.
Nah.
Vibrato is something else.
Yes, man.
A one of a kind vibrato. The kind that makes you, I always say his vibrato speed touches your soul. It just does. The way his vibrato.
Like I said, it gives me that same feeling of being on a roller coaster and that dip, and you come back and you rolling again. Like it's
come on.
Yeah.
That's what it does to me. No matter what song it is.
There's certain people's vibrato that causes you to feel a certain way, and that's Stevie, Luther Vandross, and Donny, and George Benson. They can vibrato at a certain speed that your body and your mind, like it just changes your molecules. It does.
Yes.
Simple as that. Because other people can try to sing the songs they sing, it doesn't have the same effect. You got to have that vibrato speed. There you go, to get it. Frank McComb knows that. He can do it. Layla herself can do it.
Woo.
Yeah. It's a certain right. And that's why when people say that I remind them of Stevie, come on. When they say I remind them of Stevie and stuff like that, it's really they're talking about the vibrato speed. Again.
Oh yeah. You definitely remind you of Stevie.
It's a certain type of twang on it. You know what I mean?
Yeah. That's why, again, he knew something was influenced because who he had to call after he heard Coco? You.
And see, Coco has a particular dope ass type of vibrato too.
Yes.
That is very much in the same world as all that. When she said on Always on My Mind, there's what's the line she says? Woo. Oh. But there's something about you. Oh, when you're away. It's the way she sings the vibratos of those lines.
Oh yeah.
It's just she's on it, man. She's on it with that vibrato thing on Always in My Mind. And that's why it works. She's got it.
Yeah.
It's a natural gift. She doesn't do it on purpose. It's the way she delivers it.
Yes.
You know, it's just coming through her. It's dope. And I knew that she had it. That's why I know she could deliver all that stuff. You know what I mean? Yes, sir.
The team, like I said on that picture, the team.
Lord, yes. Yeah. It's a blessing, man. It is. Y'all know it is because we still talking about it this many years later, and it seems like it's more important than ever.
Right, and y'all hitting 30 years.
And look how Rain seems like it's always the topic of something on there. You know.
I love how you said on the Unsung Though B, you said, if you listen to Coco's voice on Rain, she has the sexiest voice.
Yes.
Period.
Yeah,
You said just listen to her vocal. Forget the music. Listen to her vocal.
And it was because I was trying to do a different approach for her on that one. I wanted it to be a different approach than Weak. And like it's just she's in another place on that.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
When she gets into that thing. And you notice like a zillion people be singing it, but her initial performance of that ain't nobody really touching it because it's a certain place that she lays it.
Yeah.
That's sexy as hell, number one. And you notice the best covers of it are the ones where people are being more thoughtful and not trying to just copy it.
Yes.
Like the ones that do the sexiest renderings of it are the ones who do their own interpretations of, you know, it's got to come from another place.
Yes. Like the ones that people try to like power it out, that doesn't appeal.
I hate that. No, because that's not what it is.
And it's like, okay, we know you can technically sing,
right?
But can you interpret the song.
And that's why people were so drawn to Avery Wilson's cover of it when they were imitating, like acting like they were singing Avery vocals.
Yes.
Because he did such an interpretation of it. He started at Full as a Damn, his TikTok, Full as a Damn. When he did that falsetto thing, people lost their minds because he was doing that from a very real place when he did that falsetto.
Mm-hmm.
He was on every little, and they was like, damn, everybody was trying to pretend like it was them.
Yes.
But once again, here we are. Some shit I wrote, 25 years ago, being at the top of mind of folks, which is amazing.
Yes,
Right?
sir. Yes, sir.
And then your girl Chloe, what's the sister? She did a dope version.
Yes.
I liked hers.
Yeah.
I like hers.
Yeah, I saw hers. Yeah.
Oh yeah. And then of course the Kanye one is ridiculous. Kanye Rain, the Sunday Service Choir Rain that's the new.
Oh my God!
Right now, it's viral.
And to have Coco with them too on it, I was like,
yo, it's amazing.
Yes.
That we're still here reinterpreting them joints, man.
Just shows, man. Y'all pen, man.
I love it.
Yes.
Blessed.
Because in Rain, my favorite lyric will always be "full as a damn" at capacity. Like,
come on.
That's dope.
Thank
From
you,
a writer's perspective, that's yeah. Because who thinks to say that?
Nobody ain't writing like B. Ain't nobody writing like him.
That's. Thank you.
People aren't saying that in a song.
No.
Right.
And making it work with the melody, like that's just
right. And have it be because man, it's a sexy tune, right? So it's got to be. I was trying to just go all the way there. You know what I mean? Really, the whole song's about a female orgasm. So if you're talking about female orgasm, then I want you to get into it.
Get into that, yeah.
What it is. Like, she's full. That's what I was trying to describe. What that is. Her passion's about to explode. She can't escape.
I can't escape. It's surrounding me. It's everywhere.
Caught in a what? Storm.
I don't. And she don't.
No type of shelter.
You need no shelter from?
Not from that one.
I
need you to let it rain.
I don't want no shelter from that shit neither. Shit.
So just let it rain. Let it rain.
Sister got needs. Nah. Yeah.
And then what? And took it all the way to the Saints though. Then the Saints want to make it.
Okay.
We need it. Hey. But see, I love that though. The spiritual and the sexual they have always, to me, gone together.
Oh, yeah.
And there you go.
Yeah.
And then that whole thing where they tried to make it some nasty shit and then went all that extra viral on that. I was like, nah. And I had to speak on it to these folks and be like, no, listen, Prince and Marvin them always had it right. They always connected the spiritual with the sexual and the sensual.
Yes. I was so glad when you came out, B, and said something about it. I was like too many people was making it nasty. And I'm
they
like,
were trying to make it nasty. Nah, y'all motherfuckers need to grow up, first of all.
Well, me and JR had a live, and he said, what kind of rain you talk about, Elise? I said, have we met? You know the fuck kind of rain I'm talking about. We grown here. We're adults.
Come on.
Yeah.
Come on.
All that.
Hey, that's the metaphor of all metaphors, though, huh? We still talking about it.
Yeah. And anyway, ain't no sex that's good to me that don't have the spiritual with it.
Because otherwise, what is it?
What is it?
Yeah.
It's just going through the motions.
Right.
And I don't have to do that. I'm a deeply spiritual individual.
You can do that by yourself.
What I look like? Having some old dry ass sex. I need the rain. Anyway.
Come on, I need the moisture.
What I look like?
Fluids.
Yeah. Okay. Listen.
I done lived 40 some odd years. I ain't here for the bullshit.
No, I'm not here that. Nope.
Your name ain't Sahara.
Okay.
And
wetlands.
Yes.
You need a goddamn Niagara. This motherfucker. What you look like? Goddamn Sahara?
Not in this life.
You feel me?
I love y'all.
I think we've gotten off track, folks.
Oh yes, we did.
You know, we've been on our medicine.
Yeah, we're on the meds. I'm on my meds.
I'm gonna need a refill.
I think we're just trying to drag it out because we're about to come to the last song.
Yeah, the last song.
We don't want to say goodbye. But my brothers, I know it's you.
Hey, I ain't got nobody else in mind.
No one.
At all.
Woo.
Leon Ware wrote the hell out of this.
That's that church thing again, though.
Nothing feels better than my baby's arms.
Anytime. Man, listen.
I don't know where Leon Ware mind was at with this.
Man.
But
Woo.
He gave it to Donny, and Donny said, I'll take it.
In the first stanza, this is a particular line I don't even think people pay attention to, really.
Home is a castle?
Well, no, just in the first stanza. And he's just like, and it's so simple. Nothing feels better than some good news.
There you go.
Makes you glad to face the new times.
There you go. That's a simple concept.
Simple
yet profound.
Yep.
I like that next one though. Home is a castle.
Oh yes.
Built in my mind. I'm home anywhere, anytime. Woo! Good God.
Patience. Easily take your time.
Easy.
It's so nice.
Yeah.
I was hoping Brian was feeling like he was in a singing mood today.
I'm being very tepid because I'm hoarse. But y'all got the message. I think those lines, those lines, Lise.
Hey, even when you could actually sing, even if you having a hoarse day, you still could sing.
You still sound good.
Oh, thank you, man.
It's about the tone. Some days you might be shaky, but you could still hear that someone could sing. So
I love It's You though. I love that song. You know what it is? It's a joyous way to end the album.
Mm-hmm.
That's what it is. It's a nice crescendo at the end of the album. He's like, nah, I ain't got nobody else in mind. It's you. I know it's you. Woo!
And one of my so we do the Catch That Minis where we just talk to music fans about their favorite song. And one of my very good girlfriends, one of my best friends, Maxine, she came on and this was a song she picked and it was on her wedding CD. Like,
wow.
It's her and her husband's song. And to hear her talk about it and hear from that perspective of enduring love, because I think they're coming up on 20 years, like or 15 or 20, like an enduring love, and to have their perspective of that song, it made it even more beautiful to me.
It's powerful.
Mm-hmm.
You know what? I'm gonna be honest, because I know Layla, right? And I know her mom and I love her mom. And sometimes when I hear that song, I feel like I know Donny was writing it directly for Layla's mom. So I have a real personal feeling about it.
Mm-hmm.
Like I feel like he's speaking directly to her. And I can feel the energy of it. Like it's just, it gets me. It really gets me, hits me hard. Because I know her and I know what a sweetheart she is and who she is as a person. And of course, Layla herself. And so when I hear that song, I'm like, wow, that just sounds like a personal love letter to his woman. And that's just dope.
Yeah.
You know how he started the album with, I love the Lord, I heard my cry. And then he's saying at the end, he ended it with, I know it's you. To me, when I first heard this album in full, I said, wow, he's beginning it on a spiritual and he's ending it on a spiritual. Right. To me, because like y'all said, you can be talking about your man, your girl, whatever. But to me, I felt like when I heard it, I was like, wow, Donny is saying once again how God, you are, it's only you the only real love that I. And
that makes sense when you're talking to your partner, because your partner should be in that same Trinity.
That part.
Your partner should be in that Trinity of it. Come on.
Yep. Absolutely.
Yes.
Absolutely.
And then to bring it back personally, you bring up Layla. So I credit 2 albums for literally saving my life.
Come on.
And they are both from Hathways. It is this album and Layla Hathaway's. And I've told her this personally on social media and she responded, Self-Portrait.
That's my favorite.
That record, particularly the song Breathe, saved my life. And that's in earnest. Like it's like one of those things you heard at the exact right time when you needed it.
Oh wow, I love that. Good to hear.
And that's the one for me.
Okay.
Wow.
And I still love I ain't gonna lie, I'm being selfish. I love my Let Me Love You on her.
Yeah.
On her second album. Just that experience, just recording her and writing it for her and her delivering it so perfectly.
Yes.
To me, it was my connection to her daddy, the legacy of both of them. I just wanted to be a part of it in some kind of way. And I got to do it through her voice. And so that right there, huge. And then when you add to my thing with Martha and Coco, to me, Layla was the crown jewel in my trinity of 3 incredible voices that really changed my life. 3 of those voices just changed my life as far as just tonality and the fact that I was able to write for them.
And
so,
you opened, how y'all were unfair, B. She opened that song, your song, on her second album like that. And I was like, when I heard it, because again, I told you, I'm such a fan of yours, I was like, that sound like Brian. Sounds totally like Brian.
And you hadn't read the credits yet?
No. I was like,
yeah.
And I'm listening to it, and I'm like, that sounds like Brian.
Yeah, man.
And
I got a great ear.
I went to my CD, and I said, God damn it, it's Brian. I said, I knew it. I was like, I can do it. I said, I knew it. It's something in your production, Brian, that it's like, it's something different than anybody else.
Huh.
And to me, when I heard Right Here and I'm So Into You and Always On My Mind, and when I heard those, I was like, ain't nobody got no production like this. So when me and Mom got Martha, we was like, I was like, Ma, that's Brian. I was like, that's Brian. Like on, you know what I'm saying, on my favorite joint that the ballad that you wrote. Now that you're gone. Yes. I was like, Mama, that ain't Brian. I hear them keys. That ain't Brian. That's Brian. I was like, that's Brian. And when she was like, wow, she was like, you got an ear. I said, listen, when I have my favorite producers, I know who they are. Word. And I did the same thing with Holla Doja Holla. I did the same thing with Curtis Mayfield, Jimmy Jam, Terry Lewis.
Because thank God we have what they used to call a signature.
Yes. And that's exactly just like I told you in the first one. When I heard Never, I said, Brian, that's you. And you laughed because I was like, that's you. I know it.
And I thought I could trick you because I'm using a sample. I thought I'm using the sample, but you still got me.
Yes.
And we have to delineate between signature sound and everything sound the same. Because it's different.
That part.
And some people, I think you might call it like cookie cutter, I guess is a good word. It's the difference between cookie cutter sound and signature. It's like, it's one thing you feel the vibe of someone, and it's different. It's like, oh, I know that so-and-so, because that's the same shit they put out last.
Oh, got you. Yeah. Okay, so I think the word that works better even for what you're saying, Elise, is signature and cookie cutter and custom.
Yes.
Because the signature sound is always going to be custom made for whoever that, because I custom made
singer.
Right. But then that's the funny thing is Martha's sound, I custom made that for her.
Yeah.
Both of them sound is custom made for them. Yeah. And my Layla sound is custom made for her. And it's 3 different sounds that all have the same what? Signature.
Because another a producer team that is one of the best with custom.
Jimmy and Terry. Come on.
Because
and all that stuff was customized for each one of those artists.
Yeah.
That signature sound though.
Yeah. Yeah. They kind of the masters of that, of like custom,
melodically for sure.
Because
when you think about
working with whatever voice and type of artist that custom. That's such a great thing.
Because look how different Sherelle and Alexander O'Neal is different from Janet.
Yep.
Night and day. Or
night
even SOS Band. Or it's like that's night and day. Or New Edition.
New Edition, yep.
Oh
totally
man.
Different.
All them different voices. But that signature sound works on all of them people.
Yep. That's right.
All of them. That's an amazing thing, man.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm happy to be in the number of the people that you can say that that's true of a writer that I can have that difference of vocals between Coco, Martha, and Layla, and Usher for that matter, and all these different singers, and Tamar, and Faith, the people
and
that
yourself.
I'm blessed to work with, you know what I'm saying, like, and still get my signature off.
Yep, because what is it in
Incomparable.
That's right. That's what you did on her 2014 album. Yep.
That's right. And Tamar with Never.
Yeah.
Jay, I just ain't want to say it.
I didn't.
Man.
The reason why I didn't want to sing it, because I'd have been horrible. So
I love JR, but JR been fucking up some words. Like on our radio show, we had we were playing the Michelle and Degiacello record.
Yeah,
and usually on our show, he would come in and say what we just played.
He didn't want to say that chick's name.
He said, "Sis, you doing the intro this time." But hey, be self-aware. Be self-aware.
I ain't making myself look crazy. I
play to your strengths, and if they get strengths, pass it on to somebody who can.
Hey guys, guess what? I think you got another ridiculously good show.
I mean,
this was a good one.
Met?
That's right. It's us. I mean, come on. Really?
Hey, Lise, I can already see you editing the fuck out of this, boy. It's gonna be good.
Oh, you better believe it.
It's gonna be good.
Yeah, and it works because we genuinely like each other.
How about that?
Yeah.
We're at this point, we're all friends.
Yes.
And we're like-minded, and we just love music, and we live music.
Yes.
Fuck love, we live it.
We live it.
Like I said, the sun in the morning. I know you. I live you. Hey.
You know, that's my favorite Shaka song.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Absolutely.
Yes.
It never changes.
Night Moods is one of mine.
You know how you got some artists and sometimes your favorite kind of changes. That's static.
I love it, right? Something about it, right?
How can you not feel good?
Wow. So cold. See, yeah, we're gonna do our Shocker thing when y'all come out. We're gonna do that at the live.
Yes. Yes. Oh yes. Yeah. Oh yes.
And I like her joint with her brother. Walking hand in hand.
That's me and Elise joint. That's our joint.
That's our song.
We got each other.
We got each other.
My God. Screaming, but don't bother us. We got each other. That's his code. Oh my God. That's a bad one.
God. That make that move and we got each other is me and Elise's anthem.
Make that move is crazy.
Yes.
Love it.
Yeah.
Love it.
That's
and we're gonna do our Shalimar thing too. We're gonna have a man.
Love is emotion.
That's what they said. Motion.
Yo, nothing is certain.
Everybody. Hey. Come on, Lise. We love all of it. I owe you one. Don't forget about I owe you one. People sleep on I owe you one. I owe you one. Fantastic.
That joint's so funky. Oh my God.
Shit. Leon. Woo. Oh my God. I did a podcast with Leon. I'm gonna let y'all see. So dope.
You did.
Oh yeah, he did. Right here at my house.
B, what?
Oh yeah. That's one of my dudes. That's my
oh my God.
Love me some Leon.
I love that, man.
Right? I'm excited, y'all.
So, Brian Alexander Morgan. I just like saying the whole thing.
Okay.
It's like a Tribe Called Quest. You got to say the whole thing. A pimp named Slipback. You got to say the whole thing.
Yes.
But so now we're gonna go. My part of the show that I really love is our word song association.
Oh shit.
So today. Right. And I love that part because no one ever knows what it's going to be, so it's always a surprise factor.
Yes.
Sometimes I don't know what it's going to be until
got it
5 minutes before. But I digress.
All right.
But no, this one. So, Extension of a Man came out in 1973.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm going to give you some other albums that came out in 1973, and you can give me the word, song, feeling, or memory that you first think of when you hear about these albums.
Got it.
Cool? All right.
Mm-hmm.
So we're going to start off with My favorite band of all time, the New Birth Date album came out that year.
Woo! Now I always mix up the years on which the song is what, but I'm just gonna name my favorite New Birth joints. Been such a long time. Woo! You can imagine. And I also like do-do-do-do. You are what I'm all about. Good God Almighty. I'm a New Birth motherfucker.
Oh yeah, they're my favorite band of all time, and it ain't even so close. Cool.
And I can understand it. They're flip of that.
I love theirs better than Bobby's.
Oh, of course, hell yeah.
Yes.
And yeah, so I'm a New Birth head. I know I probably named like 3 different New Birth albums, but those are my joints.
It's okay. It's about what comes to mind first. It's fine.
Those came to my all of those. And I play New Birth at least once a week in this house. Trust.
And see, that's why I fucks with you, because same.
Yeah, Lord. Yeah. I played all the ones I just sang this week already in this house. I'm not even joking. I play like once a week. I have to do it. I gotta play me some. I love that shit. Talking about some drumming.
JR, you know what my New Birth song is that I go on.
Oh my God, you did on
Wildflower. Let her fly, 'cause she's a
no. Before it's time for you to go.
How's that go?
Go ahead, Elise.
No, it's a build-up song. It's not even one part. Like, and it's a.
I like It's Impossible. I like It's Impossible.
It's before it's time for you to go, and it's a Roberta Flack cover.
Oh.
And I love both versions, but that New Birth one, it make the song. Just put that on your homework.
Okay, got it. Before it's time for you to go.
And probably once you hear it, you'll be like, oh.
Yeah.
But that's my absolute favorite. That and then Forever is my other song.
Nice. So you're a real New Birth person.
Oh man, look.
I like that.
Yeah, they're my favorite band.
Dope.
All right. Okay.
Next word.
Now we have Love is a Message, MFSB.
Oh my God. That record itself, first of all, I gotta say, when I hear anything having to do with MFSB, I give it up for Earl, the drummer, who created what we know as disco. He created the so on Love is the Message itself, and on the Soul Train theme song, TSOP.
Yep.
That's him giving you all that, plus not to mention all the Tramps records and all the disco stuff that we associate with the stuff from Philly. But I'm just saying, so you say Love is a Message to me, I'm gonna say Earl, that drummer. And the bass player, my man, what's his name? He played on Backstabbers and all those records. Anthony Jackson.
Anthony Jackson, the one that did yes.
My God.
Let me say.
My God.
It wouldn't be what it was if it wasn't for that damn.
And Love is a Message is such a, I say the strutting, like modeling. They was using that in fashion shows and shit because it was so cold.
That's
the whole thing.
That's why it was so big at the balls.
Right. Exactly. Yeah. And that's why they use it on that show about the balls.
Yeah.
Pose. Yeah.
Remember, he wouldn't stop playing.
Like, if you play that song one more time,
you're right, because that motherfucker was cold.
It was cold. Yeah.
And that band, that whole band, man, they just created a thing that didn't exist before them. So
my mother would tell you anytime she hear Love is a Mess, she's like, that's Brooklyn's national anthem. For real.
Yeah, all day. And not to mention Philly, where it came from.
Woo. Listen.
So, so there you go. You got that you got quite a result out of that one.
Yeah. And listen, I work at a bar and I be R&B and them to fuck out. And some days I'm on my old school. Some days I'm on a little more current. And some days I just mash it all together where it makes sense. Listen, it's certain songs, that's one of them, where people like lose their shit that don't know nothing about the song. And they just
don't have to. Yeah. It's so powerful. That shit's powerful.
And that's what I love. I love sharing it because listen, the demographic and where I work, it ain't that. But guess what? They're getting all of this.
All of that. Every time.
And they come and ask me, can you send me a link to that playlist or what's that playing? And that makes me feel great because that's one. But I like to share the music.
Oh hell yeah! Love is a Message is a brilliant record. It's brilliant.
Yeah.
And it's a strutting, like I said, that's a strutting there.
That's what you got on your.
That's a strutting joint right there.
You got on your good clothes.
Oh, it's a Soul Train line joint. You feel me?
Yes.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely. Yeah.
One of them.
Yeah. All right. Good. This is a great word association. All right. How about 3 for 3 Ozzy Brothers?
Man. Okay. Iconic. I don't know which one of my favorites are on there, but I'm gonna just name my faves of the early 70s for them. Who's That Lady?
That's on there.
Incredible. Part 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6.
You better, Brian.
Listen, come on. I like that. Is what you call it on there? Come back to you, the ballad. I always the voyage. What's that?
Shit, is that on? No, that's not on there.
Love that. Shit, is Fight the Power on there? No,
Fight the Power is on Fight the Power.
Oh, that's right. There you go.
This one got Summer Breeze.
Summer Breeze, my God, the remakes. When they started doing the White Boy remakes, it was a rap.
Yes, the Highways of My Life and
Summer Breeze.
My friend Vern just sent this to.
Yeah, he just
okay. So Summer Breeze, That Lady.
If You Were There.
And is
Listen to the
Love
music.
The One You With? Is Love the One You With on there?
No, that's 70. I think their 70 album, I think.
Okay.
They got so many records.
They do.
Yes.
They do. Name me the titles on this joint, on that album.
That Lady, Part 1 and 2. Don't Let Me Be Lonely Tonight.
Ooh, love
If
that.
You Were There. You Walk Your Way. Listen to the music.
Listen to the music. Okay.
What It Comes Down to.
Ooh.
Sunshine. Go Away Today. Summer Breeze.
Breeze.
The Highways of My Life, which we talked about with a guest about that song.
Yes.
Okay, so there you go.
Actually, the person that sent me this album is who we talked to about that song.
Yeah, he sent it to both of us.
Because he couldn't believe we didn't have it. And it's the only Ozzy Brothers album that I didn't have.
I have it on CD. I have every one of them on CD.
Yeah, this was the one I didn't have.
Go back in it. Yeah.
Yeah.
But now I got it.
Come on, you got it.
Yes.
This has been a great time, guys. I've had a blast.
We got, all right. We
We
got 2
got
more.
last one.
Come on. No, we got 2 more. Let's go. I'll take 2 more.
Yeah. All right. Let's get it on.
Ooh. Okay. What I think about that?
This is a hot year.
I think that I'm reading a book right now that is actually titled 1973, which is funny. That's why you ask this question. Hey, Dave, can you grab my book? That's the one that's on my bed. I'm gonna show the people. Watch this book. This book deals with all the rock, all the funk, all the soul that happened in 1973. And
I need that book.
Fascinating read.
So this is kismet this is yeah.
You see that?
So us picking this was fortuitous.
Yes, it was.
I'm getting that tonight, B.
This is a brilliant book, and they deal with so many things that happened politically, records, rock, David Bowie, glam, James Brown, what was happening to him in this year. You got to deal with Jungle Boogie, Kool and the Gang. You got to deal with a lot of stuff in 73.
I'm reading that.
So it says 1973 rock at the crossroads. You're dealing with Elton John. You're dealing with a whole lot of Benny and the Jets in this bad boy.
I'm on it.
Yeah. So what was I saying? Oh, the question was what now?
Let's get it on.
Let's get it on.
Let's go. Okay, so huge for Marvin. And the reason why I think that I was happy that it was successful for Marvin because nobody thought he could follow up what's going on with anything that was going to be that powerful. So I love that he took it to not just what's going on, let's get it on. How dope is that?
That's so dope.
Catch that.
And it worked. It worked. It worked like crazy.
Get through this.
Unfortunately, it was the end of his marriage and the beginning of his, thing with homegirl, with Jan. What an amazing.
Well, at least we got
a Grammy out of it. He got a Grammy out of that bad boy, I think.
At least we got the next album off of that.
We sure did. Which
is my favorite. And we talked a lot about this, but like, what's going on? We don't even count that as a favorite.
No, the one after I Want You.
Yeah, that's just it's in another category. Like it should be everybody's favorite. So what's after that? And then
Here My Dear
is my favorite, but I don't count Let's Get It On. And
right, because that was more of a commercial situation.
Because those are just pantheon, like untouchable. Like you say something bad about it, I'll fight you in the face. I
feel like Leon Ware wrote "I Want You." He didn't know he was writing it for Marvin, but it was.
He didn't.
The whole album.
Yep. Barry heard it, was like, Marvin deserves this.
Yeah, I mean, seriously. I Want You is a vibe, man. That whole album.
Yes.
My God.
Yes.
Come Live With Me, Angel.
And then I get into that. Want you. Come on now, that groove. Hey, if you can't rock to that, I don't know who you are. Together, man.
What?
Okay.
Oh my God. Oh my God.
All right.
I'm sorry.
And I saved this one for last, but definitely.
I knew who you was.
Oh, come on, have we met? Like,
right.
And the last one is definitely not the least one.
Uh-oh.
Innovations.
Woo!
Oh God. Okay, now you're talking about my whole spirit of who I am.
Yes, that's why I saved it. Yeah.
You feel me? Like seriously, too high, which I am right now.
Why you think I've been mad chill? That these drinks is hitting me.
Oh, but Visions. My God. Come on, Visions.
That's another one of those with Visions.
Golden Lady.
That's my theme song. No, I said one day on like Twitter or something, somebody said, what song would you want to play or feel should play when you walk in a room? Ooh. And that was my song.
That's a dope one. That's nasty, ain't it? Looking in your eyes. Come on.
Another enunciation. Looking in your eyes.
Kind of heaven eyes. Waiting for a surprise. Yeah. That's just cold.
Golden lady.
Cold.
Golden lady.
I like to go there.
When he did that.
Yes, Lord. All the sin. Oh my God.
Oh Jesus.
And I love that song because one of my nicknames is Sunshine. And then I got his old golden hair.
Yeah.
And I'm just generally pleasant and sunshiny. Yeah. Except when I'm talking shit to JR.
The darker, more Jesus Children.
That's number 2 of my favorite Stevie records.
That's JR song.
Funky. Yes. And a statement. He's making a statement on that joint.
Yes, he is.
About being overly religious and being over the top and being like, maybe you're not really real.
Talk about it.
Man, he was speaking on that. That's just a brilliant piece of work. That's a brilliant piece of work right there. And I love that cover. I love that cover art. That cover art is impactful.
Yes.
So yeah, you covered some ground there, at least with those word associations.
But
you went from Philly to Jersey to Stevie. Woo!
Yeah, but it's like I said, it was a fortuitous thing that you actually were reading a book about that year, and that's what we decided.
Oh, and by the way, this book covers the fact that he had his accident that year, Stevie.
Yes.
Which we talked about.
Yeah.
In our very first.
Right.
Yeah, with you. Yep.
Yeah. Yes, it is. This book covers that.
Wow. I'm getting that book tonight.
Brian, do you know that your shows that we did with you are our top shows?
Yes.
Really?
For Catch That? In views?
You mean like numbers wise?
Yes.
Oh wow.
Yep.
And that people love because people come back and tell us what their favorites are.
Oh wow.
It's always you.
Yep.
Really?
Yes.
I love it.
It seemed like they
our first interview, we're close to 1,000, which is big numbers for us.
Nice.
And they like it seemed, and they always be like, it seemed like y'all just be like bugging with each other, like y'all, and they like it's like a family with y'all, and I'm like, it really is. Like,
it is.
Yeah, and that's why I know when we are together in real life, it's gonna be even cooler. Because I'll be able to
we got our
play these
vaccinations.
records. We're gonna play these records.
I'm good now. I'm boosted, so we good.
Oh, good. Me too. Totally.
I'm so shallow. Like I had to get my fits together.
Get it. Get your fits together, baby. Hell yeah. Together. Get your fits together.
You know, I can't.
I love it.
Y'all know I don't come halfway with it.
Not even.
Not
even. I love it. Well, guys.
I'm so vain. I probably think the song is about me.
Hey.
But,
they covered that in here.
Oh, okay.
Really? What?
Errol King and the whole. They cover so much stuff in this book right here, man.
Yeah, I'm getting this book.
Oh man.
Yeah,
order two, Junior. But
I got you. I got
you. So yeah, but that's end of our word association. That was a good one.
That was a good one.
It just all worked out with the 1970s. Oh my God,
really did, yeah.
Like you can't orchestrate those things. That's the universe just.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Absolutely.
But thank you.
And I'm always reading and loving music the way we do. So like, yeah, you catch me on any day and I'm doing the same shit.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. And playing these records for sure.
Yes.
And then you hit. I can't believe you hit "Love Is a Message." So that was a cool surprise.
Yeah. Thank y'all for that one because I thought of what to do right. I mean, literally 10 minutes before we started, and I was like, "Jar," because I was trying to get my makeup and stuff. I said, "Jar, look up what albums came out in 1973 and just list them out, and I will pick." And he did it. He follows direction really well. But he
stupid.
Let the liquor tell it. But like, yeah. And then and when he said that one, I was like, ooh.
Hell yeah.
Yes, he did.
That's a lot of. That was a very important year.
Yes.
It was.
It was transitional too.
73 was a mighty good year. Okay.
Yeah. I love all the 70s though. We could pick any one of these 70s years and we'd be good to go.
That's my decade that I love.
That's my favorite decade. Yep.
Well, my favorite music is from the 70s.
Yes.
Yeah.
And it ain't even close.
Wow.
That part.
But on that note, thank you, Brian.
Hey, I'm happy to be part of that last decade that it was even important.
Yes, you were.
Look.
You feel me? Man.
For sure.
Right?
Yes.
Because you can definitely say 70s, 80s, and 90s, and you can stop right there. No, that's not to say a lot of dope records haven't been made.
Oh, yeah.
It's just saying as a whole.
Right, I was gonna say, does it hold up as a decade? Nah.
Like collectively, yeah.
It ain't curled quite right over.
And it's some nappy edges under there too.
Okay.
They didn't get the toothbrush out or something, but yeah.
Yeah, some
edge control.
Look, but at the end of the day, hey, we still here talking shit about it.
That's right.
We're gonna talk our shit.
Gotta love it.
Yeah.
Yes. But Brian, thank you.
Thank you guys
for being on the show again.
Yes.
Thank you for being our friend.
Yes.
Thank you for loving the culture, not just loving the culture, of being the culture.
Yes.
Man.
Catch that.
It's a blessing.
That's that.
I need all y'all to catch that. He is the
all
culture.
of it.
But
thank you.
I just want to make sure people know that.
Man,
don't get it twisted.
Listen, anyway. I'm looking forward to talking our Shalimar shit. I'm looking forward to talking our Philly shit. We got a lot of stuff to talk about when y'all come me live. We're gonna be playing these records.
Yeah. So y'all look forward to that this summer. It's going to be all us together in person.
Yeah, in person. And we're gonna play the records whether they want us to or not. I don't get to play the records. Yeah, put it on Twitch or whatever we're gonna do. You can be able to hear us play this music. Because I think at least one thing that I think that will make us really work together is playing the records.
Yeah. That's how we work with our lives.
Right. That's what they want to see. Like when I pull them out and play them and we discuss and I keep moving, that's what we're gonna do.
I'm with that.
Because otherwise,
and just to see the emotion of when
I feel like I have to sing every damn thing.
Yeah, and just to feel the emotion of when you're actually playing the record and how you sing along to it, like that shows you too. Cause, Chad, I can't.
And the actual beats, the beats themselves, like nothing like playing the actual joints.
Yeah.
Yes.
And I can't sing, but I can sing along.
Sing along, baby. Look.
You gonna get these raggedy notes. You hear me? I'm self-aware. I know it sounds bad, but I feel it in here.
You feel it in there. That's all that matters. And the cool thing is I'll be able to play it and drown you out, so it ain't gonna matter.
There you go.
That part.
Catch that. There's a little bit of shade, but catch that. Yeah. Love you.
Love you back. Hey, you guys are awesome.
Yes. But
I had
again,
a blast today.
Yes, we always have fun. We always look forward to talking to you.
Always.
Like for real. Like we were excited. We get excited.
Yes. Yeah.
But
you think you got some material?
I guess.
Yeah, enough. I guess
it'll do. You know.
It'll do.
I love it.
You know.
Thank you guys. So, Lee, how long for this one for editing?
Oh, it won't be out long. It won't be too long because I think we only have a couple in front of it. But we switch and change things around depending on anniversaries of things, so it doesn't necessarily go in the order that we do them.
That we've done it, yeah.
Okay. We do it when it feels right to put it out.
Right.
Got it.
All right.
So we want to thank. Not only do we thank Brian, but we want to thank our viewers for really supporting us, subscribing, and just really getting into good conversation with us because we're very accessible. So if you want to talk about something with some sense, let me with some sense.
That part.
We can go back and forth. Discourse. Look it up if you don't know it. Discourse. Okay, but yeah, we really appreciate y'all supporting us and sharing it with your peoples and just vibing with us. Yes. And we will catch y'all on the next Catch That. Yeah.